Today, we are diving into a skill that, I'm not kidding, can make or break your professional life. But for some reason, it's so often overlooked. We're talking about the art of choosing the right channel for your message. So, let's get right into it.
Come on, who hasn't felt that? That sinking feeling in your stomach the split second after you hit send. You just know it, instantly. You've used the wrong tool for the job.
Oh yeah, we've all been there, right? What was supposed to be a quick, simple clarification somehow spirals into this digital firestorm of all caps and emojis that are just completely misinterpreted. It's painful, and honestly, it's almost always avoidable.
So, you gotta understand, these communication meltdowns, they aren't just a string of bad luck. They're what I call message misfires. It's that moment when the channel you pick to deliver your message ends up completely undermining the message itself.
This is so crucial. The medium is part of the message. Think about it. A text message kind of says, hey, this is casual, no big deal. But a scheduled video call, that says, this is important and I really value your direct input. If you choose wrong, you can sabotage yourself before the other person even reads a single word.
And hey, look no further than what we're doing right here, right now. We could have written a super long article about this, but instead, we're breaking it all down with clear visuals and talking you through it. We matched our channel to our message, which is all about clarity and efficiency.
So how do you avoid these misfires? Well, I'm going to give you a super simple but incredibly powerful framework. I want you to think of it as your strategic triangle for getting communication right every single time.
It all just boils down to these three things: tone, urgency, and complexity. That's it. Think of it as managing three key resources: emotional energy, time, and, well, mental bandwidth. Before you even type a single letter, you just run your message through this quick mental checklist.
First up, let's talk about tone. This is really the emotional heartbeat of your message. You know, if you're giving some sensitive feedback, a cold email can feel really harsh, kind of dismissive. But if you're celebrating a big team win, a quick Slack message might feel a little underwhelming. You absolutely have to match the channel's emotional capacity to what you're trying to say.
Okay, now let's talk about urgency. This is all about timing. How fast do you actually need a response? An email can just sit there in an inbox for hours, maybe even days. But a phone call or an instant message that signals, I need you now. Choosing a slow channel for a fast problem is just a recipe for frustration.
And finally, complexity. You know, this gets right to the heart of why so many text and email chains just completely fall apart. The more complex a message is, the more details or nuance it has, the more room there is for it to be misunderstood. And to fight that, you need a channel that has more richness. So a rich channel, like a video call, carries multiple streams of information at once. Your words, your tone of voice, your body language. A lean channel, like email, well, it's just text. And choosing a lean channel for a rich message is, it's a recipe for disaster.
All right, that's the theory. But let's get our hands dirty. Let's see how this three-point checklist actually works in the real world with a pretty high-stakes professional scenario.
Okay, imagine this. You have to announce a major company reorganization. It's a big deal. Now, if you just send that out in an email, wow, you have zero control over the tone. It feels cold, it's impersonal, and you better believe people's minds are going to race to the worst-case scenario. But if you do it in an all-hands meeting, even a virtual one, you can show empathy, you can answer questions in real time, and you can manage the emotional climate of the room. The channel choice here isn't just about logistics, it's about leadership.
Now, this table right here, this is basically your strategic cheat sheet. You might want to screenshot this one. Let's just take a second with it. Look at that top row, complex feedback. Trying to deliver that over email or Slack is a classic misfire, right? Because those are lean channels. The best choice is face-to-face or a video call, a rich channel where you can actually read their nonverbal cues. Now look down at urgent request. A phone call or IM is direct, it's immediate. Sending an urgent email is just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. Every single choice here is about being intentional, not just hitting send and hoping it works out.
So, let's bring all this together, because mastering this stuff isn't just about avoiding mistakes, it's about gaining a genuine superpower that's going to make you more effective, more efficient, and way more influential in everything you do.
So if you only take one thing away from all this, let it be this framework. Stick to it. Tone, urgency, and complexity. This slide really breaks down how to think about it. Match the emotional capacity, the tone of the channel to your message. Match the speed of the channel to the urgency. And match the richness of the channel to the complexity. Because remember, the goal here isn't just delivery, it's true understanding.
And you know, at the end of the day, this isn't really about memorizing some rigid set of rules. It's about building a new instinct. It's about developing that intuition that helps you become a communicator who doesn't just get their point across, but who actually connects with and respects their audience.
And I'm going to leave you with this one last thing to chew on. As technology just keeps rocketing forward and it gets easier and easier to fake or automate messages, will the human act of choosing a personal channel, like a video call, become the ultimate signal of authenticity and trust? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.